Academy boys tonight's varsity soccer contest between the Green Wave of St. Edward and the Wheaton Academy Warriors. At this time, let's meet the starting line for tonight's contest. First, for the visitors on the scoreboard from St. Ed's. In goal, number 1, Evan Sagar. Number 3, Tyler Ritter. Number 6, Carol Kopczewski. Number 8, Josh Johansson. Number 9, Jackson Godfrey. Number 12, Robert Wilson. Number 14, Trace Brigger. Number 17, Javier Karacher. Number 18, Josh Gordon. Number 21, Cameron Ruck. And number 23, Chris Riddle. And now the starting lineup for the Wheaton Academy Warriors. In goal, number 0, Andrew Hoekstra. Number 3, Caden Massey. Number 5, Haitham Nasser. Number 7, Logan Finnegan. Number 8, Soren West Bailey. Number 9, Jack Wheaton. Number 11, Solomon Pitts. Number 15, Andrew Ramirez. Number 18, Noah Sekovic. Number 20, Daniel Richikov. And number 24, Alan Rodriguez. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, ladies, please rise and remove your hats. And join me in an opening prayer, followed by the playing of the national anthem. Let us pray. Lord, we give you thanks and praise tonight for the privilege of being here tonight to witness the competition between these two great schools and programs. We pray that all that is done and said both on the field and in the stands tonight will be glorified and praised to you and to your name alone. We give you thanks and praise in Jesus' name. Amen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming to you from Performance Trust Field here on September the 24th. The Wheaton Academy Warriors taking on the Green Wave of St. Edward High School. Warriors coming off of a couple of weeks in the Pepsi Showdown, which we'll talk about later on. The Green Wave, a conference opponent. That conference being the Metro Suburban Conference, the MSC. Warriors are undefeated in that conference as of now and hope to maintain that today. In case you didn't recognize or hear those starters for that lineup, in goal for Wheaton Academy is Andrew Hoekstra. He's wearing yellow tonight. Caden Massey, a sophomore, number 3. Haitham Nasser, number 5. Logan Finnegan, number 7. Soren Winquist Bailey, number 8. Jack Lichty, number 9. Solomon Pitts, number 11. Andrew Ramirez, number 15. Noah Skakovic, number 18. Daniel Rinchenkov, number 20. And Alan Rodriguez, number 24. Alan coming up to the top there with Logan Finnegan. We'll get into some of these stats later, but Logan is far and away the leading goal scorer for Wheaton Academy. Already has a hat trick under his belt from the Pepsi Showdown. St. Ed's, a formidable opponent. In fact, last year winning their division of the Pepsi Showdown, which is not an easy thing to do, and a couple of years ago ends up in the top 4 in state in 1A. So as the Illinois is broken up into 1, 2, and 3A. That's number 17 tracking the sideline there for St. Ed's. Karacher Yahir. Give you some of those names, but Yahir will be in the orange shoes. Well, we've got a few. Field here. Right there in the middle for Wheaton Academy, Andrew Ramirez. And number 5 in the middle there, Hatham Nazar. Nazar and Ramirez, Daniel Rinchenkov in the middle. Looks like Ramirez made it. Clip St. Ed's in the ankle. He gets up and starts to run a little bit. It's going to sting. Beautiful day here today in Performance Trust Field. Probably about 72 degrees outside. Lovely evening. Sun has just set past the trees. One of those days you love to be in Chicago. There are plenty of days coming up that we will not love to be in Chicago, including this Friday night. We'll see what happens. This Friday night, the boys football team is the number here. Kopcheski, number 6. Got his foot on it there. That's Pitts in the middle. A little extra physical play there. Referee will pull that back for a second. This weekend, we're going to broadcast the senior night for the Warriors. That senior night is happening on Thursday against St. Francis. Same time, 6:30. We'll be here. Then the next day, 7:15 or 7:30, on Christ the is. And that has the prediction of rain right now in the forecast, so we'll see what happens. Past couple of times, Karacher has got nailed there in the shins. We'll see how long that lasts without him retaliating a little bit there. Then down the sideline to Daniel Rinchenkov, and Daniel's fast, not able to get to it right away. Got a all sports broadcasting class crew tonight. Sports broadcasting, you might have heard talk about, is a class that students will get fine arts or PE credit for. And this crew, your camera operators, Olson, Wes Kersey, Wes Kersey and Katrina Grassman are all my camera operators. Working off of trying to get some technical difficulties. So flashed on you at some point. Sun Sun's now setting. There's Logan Finnegan. Sets that to the corner and not able to track it down is Daniel Chenkov. So that's throwing. Maybe we can pin them in a little bit. Where's coached by Cody Snuffer. His first year taking over the program from Jeff Brook. And Warriors get a throw in here. This is Soren Winquist Bailey, number 8, looking in the middle, finds Ramirez, feels the pressure behind, tries to get it past the defender, but of course he had 3 people that he had to worry about. That's Jack Lichty in the back, anchoring the defense. Sometimes he's been known to come up to offense. He does have a goal in the season, but for the most part, Jack will find himself in defense. In this booth tonight, Rachel Cobb is going to be running our new video board scoreboard. We'll be running instant replay. Get a little give and go action. Warriors, for the most part, I've seen them, while they're here, I've seen them more attack down the middle than on the side. So we'll see if that streak continues. Rachel Cobb's running that video board, and we'll run live instant replays. We got some new graphics, put up some stuff for the starters. Some really cool motion graphics. It's a prism view video board, has twice as many pixels per inch as the board at Wrigley Field, if you can believe that. So we're very excited about our board. And then at editor tonight, giving you some of the replays and things like that, that's going to be Peter Sorensen. I apologize for some of these views right now. It gets a little bit too wide, and it's blacking out on us. So I'll give you we'll call it the field view right now as Logan dances around with it. Crosses over, no foul is called. Got a little bit of a body check there. Ball is put across by Alan Rodriguez, but ball is on the 6. Closest presence was Daniel Chenkov. Did not really have a shot at it there. Lichty challenges, does get the ball, wins it. That's Noah Sikovic on that far end on the sideline. There's Alan Rodriguez trying to chase that down. And they do win a throw-in. Looks like subs coming into the game already, or will be trying to. That's going to be Brigger. There's another Brigger. This looks like the younger of the 2 Briggers, Tyler. That's getting ready to check in when his team has possession of the ball. So Warriors with a corner kick. Logan Finnegan's going to take this corner. Tyler Brigger coming in for number 12, Robert Wilson. Finnegan puts his hands up. Ball is played out really long, headed back in by Pitts, but not quite in. So Nazar ends up chasing it down. Here comes Ramirez behind him. Soren just slowing things down, and the Warriors did hustle back to get that. So Pitts actually heads the ball to that guy and then ends up running all the way back to steal it from him. As Soren kicks it out of bounds, so the Wave get a throw in here. Looks like we got our wide shot back, so we'll be working off of that. Finnegan gets checked off the ball and finds his way back to it. Sells it. And he won the argument. Throw in for Wheaton Academy. Ramirez looking to find Rodriguez in the air, does not end up connecting with it. Big head by Lichty there. No control by the Wave. So far, the Warriors have done a good job of controlling possession here. Solomon Pitts with the throw in. Long throw in. Daniel Rinchenkov just misses it barely. Warriors give and go there. Nazar takes the ball out of bounds. Green Wave threads that across about the 10-yard line. Could have been a dangerous play there for Wheaton Academy. Sam Froslin back into the game for the first time here. That's him getting the ball up to Finnegan. So Sam with some fresh legs. Again, I apologize. With sports broadcasting class, we are just running into some teachable moments as things don't work out as well as we want. So good replay there, showing you the foul. Oh, misplayed there by Caden Massey. Gives St. Ed's a chance. Hoekstra's having to come all the way out. Gets his hands on it right away. Great job having to get there. Ball's played right over the top. Boy, and Hoekstra just took a dive in there. Take a look at this replay here. Ball gets played out, and then St. Ed sends that thing. I mean, it wasn't as close as it made it look like, but Hoekstra took a dive as he was jumping up. Nice job there. Hoekstra on the season, I believe, has 3 shutouts. I'll confirm that here. 3 shutouts, and he has, well, he just had a save there, so that's 39 saves on the season so far. This is Frostlid giving the ball back to Soren. A little triangle action there with Nazar. Plays the ball back to Caden Massey, who's on defense. Oh boy, that ball gets misplayed sort of there by Hoekstra. Hoekstra wishes they could just, let's see here. Looks like an offsides is called as a motorcyclist speeds down Hawthorne. Maybe you heard that in the background. Hoekstra now at the ball. Okay, Warriors on a little skid here. St. Ed's green wave, a little bit more control here in the last 2 or 3 minutes. Still scoreless, 15 minutes into this half. That's 22 over there, chasing the ball down. So Rodriguez came out of the game, and Giovanni or Gio Rios came back or came into the game. Frostlid plays that ball off the hop. Settling in the middle. Pitts got a bad ball played to his feet, ended up controlling it. Oh my word. Yeah, we'll show you what the referees are conferring about. They are not conferring about football. We'll find that here in a second. It looked like Pitts got into a little bit of a shoving match. We'll see what the referee actually does here. And that little extracurricular there in the background is, I think, what they're talking about. The referee had a conversation with Pitts. Referee is having a conversation. I don't think a card is given to either one. But as you saw maybe in the tail end of that, Green Wave. Oh my goodness. Green Wave had 2 opportunities, and of course that one hit the top of the crossbar on a left foot volley. So this is turning out to be the worst 7 minutes of the game for Wheaton Academy. There's Gio. And this might be a red card. We'll see if what he rules in terms of clear line or not. If that's the case, well, it not only does it involve the keeper, but the keeper might get a card, and there may be a PK in the works. Yeah, the keeper is going to get a yellow card here. Keeper's going to have to come out of the game. And on top of that, I'm pretty sure, well, because it didn't happen in the box, I don't know if the keeper has to come out of the game. Now that I'm looking at it, I thought every player that got a yellow card has to come out. So I think the official is going to talk about this here in a second. But yeah, he's motioning for the keeper to get out. So the keeper has to come out for at least a play here. That means another keeper has to come in. Here's the new goalie coming into the game for a moment. Well, I don't even know if they've got a number. He's got a 0 on his jersey. So it's probably Morgan Satter. And I believe this is, they both have the same name. So this Satter is a ninth grader or a freshman. So we got a free play, and then the Warriors, if the ball goes out of bounds, he can come right back into the game. So we'll see how the Warriors play this. Might be more beneficial to get a good shot here. But Finnegan's got quite a foot. We'll see what happens here. Takes it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, forget about it. Logan Finnegan, look at the celebration there for a second. Good or bad keeper. That keeper had no chance at that play. The starting keeper comes back into the game. He would have read those. Take a look at this shot. He would have read that maybe angle a little bit better, but Logan put it in a place that he just couldn't, no one could get to. So Logan increases his goal count on the season, unassisted for this particular play, and all set up by a really nice play by the Warriors after a really strong attack. We didn't even have time to show you the replay of the St. Ed's shot that hit the top of the goalpost. They ended up countering it, sending the ball straight down, and Gio ends up chasing the ball down, earns the foul call that the keeper comes out, slide tackles him in the open field, earns himself the yellow card, and then the keeper has to come out. Replacement keeper comes in, and Logan Finnegan takes advantage on the free kick from just outside the 18. So great job by the Warriors in that literally 20 or 30 second stretch. We'll see if they can continue the momentum here as Sam Frosley takes the header. St. Ed's reeling a little bit. You can feel the energy shift here for the Academy. Winquist Bailey not able to chase that down. Ramirez puts that off to the side there. Here's Jack Lichty in the back. Sub is called on the Warriors throw-in. So this is number 14 for the Academy, Kyle Huerta. Kyle's a junior. He's coming in for Andrew Ramirez. Coach Schnoffer calling out a play here. So again, shout out to my sports broadcasting crew while I have a chance. Wes Kersey, Katrina Grassman, Daniel Olson on our cameras today. Scoreboard and video board operators, Rachel Cobb, and then Peter Sorensen on editing is, Sam Froslid trying to take it on a one-touch there. Maybe could have used the settle ball, skipping right there on his feet for a second. Take a look at this quick replay. You see that ball dribble, takes an extra hop, and he just grabs it a little bit on a bounce there. 22, Gio Rios there on possession. There's Cade Massey just clearing the ball out. Great idea there. Boy, that ball boy down on the ground just throws his back foot behind him, stops the ball like it was just a casual opportunity. Bad throw in there for the wave, green wave. So Soren will show him how it's done. Throws it right into Logan. Sends the ball long and over. Again, that's Gio, number 22. Trying some fancy footwork. Doesn't get around, but stays in possession. Splits the two defenders. Puts the ball on the deck. On a tall keeper, not a bad idea to put the ball on the ground, see what happens. As the night progresses, maybe this field gets a little slicker with some dew. If you're watching here tonight, appreciate that. We've got a Twitter and Instagram account that you can follow. At The Real Wa TV. You're watching on our YouTube channel. You can subscribe to this channel, youtube.com/Wheaton Academy ORG. That's on top of the scoreboard there if you wanted to see that information. Subscribe gives you notifications as Logan tries to make a move, pops right back up. Good replay there. Finnegan does chase the ball down, ends up going to the far corner, and a goal kick is awarded. Number 15 for the Green Wave coming into the game. That's Sammy Shepard. Looks like he's coming in for number 18, Josh Norden. So Warriors are 6-3-1 overall in the season. They're 3-0 in the conference. Here's Sam Froslid, boy, playing around a little bit with his guy. There's Finnegan, not afraid to take a shot. Ends up not getting much behind it. So they start off the season with a 3-0 win against Batavia. If you know about Batavia, they have about 4,000 people at their school. This Green Wave looks to cross over. That's Jack Lichty looking and anticipating that, doing a nice job. Warriors making a strong push here. Gio coming down the side. Got checked off. Let's see. I think a foul is going to be awarded right there for a free kick. It's almost as good as a corner kick right there if they take their time with it. A little better angle as the ball. Maybe they can weave it across the 6 here. Finnegan quick on it. Froslid really didn't have a chance there. Good, tall keeper, hands up in the air. That ball did end up getting loose for a second, but it popped up too fast. So, second game of the season, they tied Geneva. They were up 2-1 late into that match and ended up tying that game. They lost to Cuyahoga Valley Christian which is a traditional nemesis from out of state. They come in there. There's Pitts winning that 50-50 ball there. Long strides up to Kyle Huerta. Ball is controlled back by the Wave. Our last live stream of the soccer game was against Timothy Christian, where the Warriors won 2-1 on quite a phenomenal game. Second half didn't have any scoring. Really good battle between those two schools. Warriors handled Elmwood Park 5-1 without a problem. A conference opponent. Here's over the head of Kyle. Hits Sam. Sees if he can get a foot on it. He does, but not able to get any control. And Green Wave settle down. Sam finds its way back. That's Finnegan making a spin move. See it in football and basketball a little bit more than in soccer, but and it looks like it was out on Frosted, so a goal kick is awarded. Ramirez coming back into the game, and then Riddle, number 17, also coming into the game for Wheaton Academy. Pitts coming out. Gio Rios coming out. So the real test of the season was against Riverside Brookfield. The school is a conference opponent. It's a big public school. We ended up winning in double overtime, 1-0. And that might be the conference championship when it's all said and done. Riverside did beat our JV team, and not many people beat our JV team, if that gives you a clue in terms of that competitive level. Oh, good anticipation there by number 3, Caden Massey. So we entered the Pepsi Showdown 2 weeks ago. Pepsi Showdown has great teams all over Illinois. And we end up losing in the first round to Wheaton Warrenville South. Tough, not only because it's the first round of the Pepsi Showdown, it kind of knocks you out of any really tournament-level competition after that. Of course, you play lots of different schools and lots of different opportunities to play, but not for the same prize at that point. But it's also a Wheaton school. Beat Lincoln Way West 3-0. Lost to Addison Trail. Was 1-2 late into the game. They got a goal, 20 seconds left. Oh, there's Lichty. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. He comes up. He's got a good height on it. He did end up getting a head on it. I don't know if we got that replay. My editor was maybe sleeping on that. Oh, wait. Let's take a look at this replay. Here it is. So he just misses it. He does get a good look at that header. My scoreboard operator did not see the replay action there. So Wheaton Academy 1-0. 12 minutes left to play in this first half as Frostley gets taken down. So a free kick there for Wheaton Academy. Yeah, you can see good call there. Tripped up. Applause by my editor, or mosquitoes in the room. Finnegan with the ball back to Sam Froslid. And the Warriors is comfortable controlling it. They do, again, with the one lone goal that went up the middle. Gio got taken down by the keeper, then Logan scored. But they make all of their great possessional moves up the middle. Some teams like to work that down the sideline and then feed it into the middle. They like to work a give and go straight down the heart of the defense. There's Riddle trying to get the ball to Nazar. Ends up finding Huerta instead. Ramirez finds Huerta. In that moment, you want the ball at Finnegan's foot because he's going to look to score a little bit more. There's the look to score, as it's maybe a little too optimistic from the side. Throw-in is awarded the green wave. So 10 minutes left in this first half. Sorensen with the pressure and actually forced that off of the green wave. Soren finds a streak in Ramirez, and then a high kick is awarded to the green wave as Ramirez's foot goes up towards the defender's face. There's Caden Massey chasing the ball down, but the ball went out of bounds, so throw-in and a sub. Solomon Pitts is coming in for Nazar, who comes out a little angsty. Probably doesn't want to be out. Takes a moment behind the bench. Gets a drink of water before he rejoins his team. Kyle Hawerda chases the ball down. Forces the ball to be played out wide. So Warriors have possession here. After that maybe 5 or 6 minutes of strong aggression there for the green wave, we haven't seen anything after the goal. Finnegan makes a move, gets past the defender, gets tripped up by the defender. No foul is called. Stays on the ground, sees that we have possession, pops back up. See how quickly he makes this move into full speed. He does. Jumps over his defender. He's going to try and work this corner kick out if he can. Great footwork by Finnegan. Oh, good check there with the body. Solomon Pitts makes a move, takes a look, and the ball stays on the ground. Again, tall keeper, sometimes you can't see it. Take a look at this quick move, makes a quick touch, and then just non-threatening to the green wave. So we anticipate Thursday's match being a little bit more of a crowd favorite against Nemesis St. Francis. And we will say St. Francis ended up winning the football game 40-0 against Wheaton Academy this past Saturday. So things went awry quickly. Football and combined with Warrior Preview Night will happen on Friday. If you know anybody that's considering coming to Wheaton Academy, that's a great night to attend. Thunderstorms are predicted, so they're going to make a decision about midway through the day just to make sure that they get a good night for it. So they may postpone it. It's our Chicago weather we're talking about. Looks like Logan Finnegan's coming out maybe for the half. Give him a 7-minute and 10-minute break. Make it a good 20 minutes by the time it's all said and done. As congratulations as he comes off. The lone goal on the game so far for the Academy. There's Sam Fraza with a great touch. Ball ends up sailing wide. A couple of balls played in at the same time by your ball boys. One may get all the way to the goal. Wait for it. It scores. Green wave. In possession at 35. Now at the 20. Crosses the 18. Nice little move. Going to thread the ball across. Jack Lichty right there. The defensive prowess of Jack Lichty and Caden Massey. A couple of the better defenders I've seen throughout this season so far. And just like typical Wheaton Academy fashion, very solid anchored backfield. Warriors will play on Friday night of next week. We will live stream that game as well. That's going to be homecoming night. So that night you'll probably see the homecoming court as well if you want to tune in. I believe that game may be a little later start at 8 o'clock to meet the needs of some of our fans. It'll be packed here, as it always is. If you want to see homecoming football, that's going to be on Thursday night of that week. So about a week and 2 days from now, we'll be having Warriors football taking on Bishop McNamara, which is going to be a tough match. Sam Froslid and Justin Riddle out of the game. There's Alan Rodriguez. Tried to control it. Does end up winning it back. Oh, a little push by Massey, and then the side official does notice that, puts up her flag. Misplayed there at the feet of the Green Wave, so Jack Lichty takes his time. Puts the ball right up the middle as predicted. There's Pitts. Getting the ball out wide. It's Daniel Winchenkov. I noticed those long, quick strides anywhere. Takes a shot right at the goalkeeper. Boy, I don't even know if the goalkeeper saved it off his hands. We'll take a look at the replay if my editor has it. Of course he does. Take a look at this shot. Quick move by Daniel. Great camera angle here, and then pops it. Well, we see everything but the save. It was a great save, people. Let me just tell you. We'll get you a better one next time. We'll try and take some more shots in the second half. With 3:30 left to play, Warriors, we'll see if they try and settle this action down, if they get a little bit more aggressive, trying to get a second score there. Massey comes up, sends the ball up the middle. Gio Rios coming down, number 22. Gio does puts her, that's what I'm saying. It goes from, if you look at the football field, you see the hash marks on the left and the right side. They are running from hash mark to hash mark. Rarely will they get all the way out wide, and rarely will you see a cross right down the middle either. They're going to attack it. Here's Solomon coming down. Everybody's kind of tight and packed in. Gio wins that 50-50 ball. Takes a pretty optimistic shot there. Does end up finding the keeper, but as Rodriguez. Gio with a nice move. Looked like a typical give and go. Ends up skipping the ball over. Ramirez trying to get the ball back to Ramirez. Rodriguez. There's Huerta. Wasn't able to get it to Rinchenkov. Again, probably if I was going to tell you how to pass the ball to Rinchenkov, I'd say send the ball long and let him just run. He's faster than most guys out there. There's Pitts. Rodriguez here close to the field, close to our box here. Send the ball. There's your run for Rinchenkov, but he had to run all the way across the middle of the field, too, to grab it. 1:20 left to play in this first half. We'll see if Warriors get any strong push here at the finish. Pitts just lets that ball walk out. Bailey looks for it. Number 13 for Wheaton Academy. Corbin Bates, WATV news anchor, coming into the game for Kyle Huerta. Of course, WATV News airs every Monday morning. If you want to take a look, Green Wave does get a foot on it. Hoekstra is able to play that to his hands because of the deflection there. Noah on the far side, Gio. Little move there by Daniel and ends up forcing the ball out of bounds. Let's see. I think Cody's calling out for some late action here. 25 seconds left. See if we can get a shot out of this. Pitt's still with the ball. Ball came back to him. Rinchenkov, left foot. Ball slightly deflected, just goes sort of out of bounds. Corner kick's called, but with 10 seconds left, this half's going to wrap up. As you see the replay, just skips out of bounds there on the side. So time is called, half is called. So Warriors have a 1-0 lead as St. Ed's frustratingly walks towards their own goal. Warriors have a handshake line at the end of this first half. Good play in the first half. And, of course, with a lead at home, that's always going to be beneficial. So we'll come back to you in about 6 or 7 minutes, try and give you a couple of replays. Until then, we'll talk to you soon. All right, welcome back, everyone. I want to start this second half by showing you the turning point of this game. First was a shot that hit the crossbar for St. Ed's. Take a look at this. It goes off, and then 14 kicks it and goes right off the top of the crossbar. They just barely miss. Second one was our goal, the goal by Logan Finnegan. Take a look at this goal here. Set up long and then found that left-hand side. Keeper just came into the game. Keeper had gotten a yellow card beforehand, so the starting keeper had to come out. Backup keeper had come in with absolutely zero warm-up. It was just tragedy that happened in that way for him. And then Logan ends up with the lone goal for the game so far. So Warriors and the Green Wave have switched ends. Warriors in black, Green Wave in white. See if we start the same people as the way we started the game. Looks like Gio Rios is in the center there, so that's new. He did not start before. Daniel Chenkov here on the far corner, streaking down. They do find him. It's a sprint battle. It just wasn't delivered long enough. So that's actually what I want to see a little bit more of. I think Daniel can win some of these matchups with these players. Solomon Pitts, and there's number 18, Noah Sikovic. This is him taking the throw in for us. So we anticipate both teams come out with some pretty high energy. It's a big game for St. Ed's to stay within the conference play, and for Wheaton Academy to stay undefeated. Big game for us as well. Thanks for joining us tonight. This crew is an all sports broadcasting crew. We have a class. So we have 3 camera operators here tonight. Ball goes out of bounds for the Green Wave. Daniel looking to throw it right back into Gio. Ball gets played weirdly off of both players' backs for a second. Nice move there by Gio, and a corner kick is going to be awarded for Wheaton Academy. So good opportunity here. Jack Lichty, number 9, comes running up. He will participate. Watch this little move here by Gio. Finnegan taking the corner kick. Had maybe 1 or 2 so far, and Finnegan's taken both of them. So last time he put up both hands. He does it again. Signals the play to start. Pitts got way up in the air. Then the ball comes down at the feet of Jack Lichty, and he can't put it in the net. Even though he's right in front, he somehow managed to go 10 feet over the top of the net. Replay sails over the top. Actually goes over the top of the back net too. Goes into the parking lot. And Chenkov not able to get enough on that. Pitt's doing a masterful job, but he's going to have to do it over against 2 defenders. Couldn't do it. That's number 8 for the Green Wave. Really cruising down. Feeds it across. Boy, that was a great look. Just no one right there in the middle of the box. Green Wave got to be pleased with that. That was Josh Johansson setting up what looks to be, I think, number 14, Chase Brigger. So great opportunity there. Not too many shots on goal for the Green Wave so far. Misplayed out there by number 9 for the Wave, Jackson Godfrey. That looks to be like, it's hard to see the number, but I think that's Alan Rodriguez on the left-hand side. Was asking for it a little earlier, then got it when he wasn't ready for it and stopped chasing that down. Warriors stay in possession. That's Soren Winquist Bailey running up. Throws the ball back. Pretty solid staples in this lineup. You got some good scorers like Finnegan, and Frosled's up there able to get his foot on some of these situations. And Pitts, there's Gio taking a shot. Nice play by Noah to get the ball back to Gio. Gio trying to work on 4 defenders. It's no shock that they got the ball and knocked it away from him. So maybe a little too aggressive there. Time is called. Looks like we're going to have a conversation here. And yeah, a yellow card is given to Nazar. So maybe some words being said to the official there. We didn't see much in terms of that replay, but we can go back and find out. I'm sure Coach Schnoffer is not going to be pleased with the yellow card. Have a conversation for a second. Noah Sikovic actually knocked that ball off the defender's foot there. Nice job there, winning that 50-50 ball. Had the momentum, and then the ball boy threw the ball away on Noah, so had to go chase after a ball. This is Gio Rios getting the ball to Rodriguez. Takes a look, maybe getting back to him. Yep, goes back to the corner. Gio's coming down the left-hand side, pulls the ball back, tries to curve that ball around. Couldn't find Daniel, big body up there. Finnegan gets the ball. That's dangerous territory for the Wave. Takes a step, pulls the ball back on a string. Nice job with the control. Warriors don't get a shot out of all that. Soren does a nice job standing his ground there. Ball goes to the corner. Soren gets awarded for that energy. Looks put it across the 6. Daniel not able to beat the goalie to the ball there. So he said the goalie, Evan Sater. Does the Wave have an opportunity here? Take a moment. Jack Lichty doing a nice job of shadowing his man there. Ramirez got on the ground. Not only that, got off the ground with the ball. And Rodriguez handling the ball with control. Sends the ball over wide to Noah. Noah's looking. Finds Gio in the middle. A little extracurricular shoving match there in midair. So Gio gets awarded the kick. So Evan Sater, the goalkeeper, has a yellow card for the Green Wave. Had to come out. Has not actually allowed a goal because when he was out, Logan scored on him. Here's Logan sending Noah up. Noah does come back for the short ball. Find Rodriguez. Pitts! Oh, and he does find him. Oh, my word, what a beautiful play. Hopefully we have multiple replays of this. Gorgeous. Finnegan sends the ball high. Finding Pitts, who's just ecstatic, loving this moment here for a second. No goal? Goal was called back, actually. Maybe offsides, if that's the call here. So we're going to adjust our score here in a second. We'll show that replay in a little bit and see if you can see if there was anything offsides on our next dead ball. Look like the guy dove. So I saw a little action right in the middle. Looked like Green Wave either hit the deck trying to draw a card out of the official for Logan. Logan's having that same conversation with the official right now, wondering what's going on here. And it's getting a little physical back and forth. A couple of players with yellow cards for Wheaton Academy. Nazar, number 5, for Green Wave, the goalkeeper. There's Soren with the throw in here. Gets the ball to Ramirez and back to Soren, and ball is called out of bounds. So, throw-in awarded to the Green Wave. Physical play, gets the ball called back there for the Green Wave. They get a free kick. The ball is stopped there. And doesn't get further than the 15. Green Wave in a heading match right now with no control. Looks like a handball is called. Yeah, I agree. Handball helped direct that and forward that along with the Green Wave. So Finnegan chasing this ball down, not able to get to it. Pitch. Green Wave get it out wide. Rodriguez coming all the way across the sideline. Wins that ball, and then just misplays it off his foot a little bit further than he wanted to. Green Wave. It looks like Green Wave knocked it off of Allen. Some contact there. awards Wheaton Academy with a free kick. So 10 minutes into the second half. A lot of action actually both ways, but still 1-0 lead for the Academy. Little check there, nothing too bad, but does earn a free kick for the Green Wave. Daniel Renchenkov gives him a little body check there. There's Jack Lichty, sends the ball out wide. Throw-in's going to be awarded probably closer to the Green Wave's bench. Sub coming in for, oh no sub, just kind of an exchange of players. Nice win there by Finnegan. Off his chest, forces a missed kick there by St. Ed's. Throw-in down by their own goal line, so still in dangerous territory for the Academy. Noah Sikovic out. Got subbed out for Ramirez, threw that ball in. Finnegan with control in the middle. Looking for Rodriguez. Just missed the opportunity there. Nice job by St. Ed's there. Soren about to throw it in, but called back. Number 25 coming into the game for Wheaton Academy. That's Luke Frozy. In for Daniel Renchenkov. Pitch shadowing his man. And a little aggressive, trying to get the ball back. Clips him from behind. So free kick in midfield. Ball boys quick to throw the balls out, and we end up having a couple of extra soccer balls flying around. St. Ed's looking to send the ball far. Wow, that was a bicycle kick attempt on a really direct shot. That would have made ESPN's top plays had he delivered on it, but that would have been a really challenging play. Wheaton Academy counters and just gets the ball back to their goalkeeper. If you're just joining us, 1-0 lead for Wheaton Academy. The goal came with maybe about 20 minutes left in that first half from Logan Finnegan. St. Ed's had hit the crossbar and missed a shot. Wheaton Academy countered, sending the ball long to Gio Rios, who got taken out by the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper had to be taken out of the game, and Logan scored on the next free kick. Here's Finnegan. Just lost all energy in that last moment. Coach Cody Snoffer is saying that that is not an offsides call because White, the St. Ed's guys, played that back. See the reasoning there. Ball stayed in bounds. Logan has it at his feet. Goes around him. No. And got into a little shoving match. That was okay. And oh my goodness. Sam Froslid with a beautiful look. And that was an unbelievable save by the keeper, actually. Got down on the ground, hand deflected that out wide. I thought Sam just missed it out left. Beautiful look. So a corner kick for Wheaton Academy. The usual suspects in play. There's Finnegan, Jack Lichty. We'll see if we can find the head of someone. Oh, I found the foot of Finnegan, who sends it and dents a car out there in the parking lot. Well, not quite in the parking lot, I guess. Hit the Fine Arts Building. No, not quite. St. Ed's with a quick throw-in, trying to counter. Wheaton Academy doing everything they can just to keep it out for now. 24 minutes left to play. That was Gio just stabbing that kick out right now. St. Ed's with quick little hits, but St. Ed's has not been able to get a ton of control. They had about 5 or 6 minutes of good game play there in the first half, and then lost that aggressiveness and the ability to control the midfield. Wheaton Academy doing a much better job, as you see right there, settling the ball. There's Jack Lichty putting it out wide. We'll go and chase that. We'll see if we can match up well here. Alex Howland into the game for Wheaton Academy, number 2 now in the midfield. So you'll see that face and number. Try and get the ball to Alex. Alex does end up figuring out how to chase this ball down. We'll see what happens if we get a throw-in out of it, and we do get a throw-in. So Holland's presence gives Wheaton Academy good field position here at the 20-yard line. Fraslid with a one-time, but didn't quite have the goal centered out. Take this dead moment of time to talk about my crew. Katrina Grassman, Wes Kersey on the ground level camera operators on either side of the field. Daniel Olson up top, giving you the wide angle perspective. Rachel Cobb running the video board and then solving all kinds of problems around. And then Peter Sorensen editing tonight. We have another live stream coming up on Thursday for senior night. Catch all the action here at 6:30. Share the link out. You can find that link early on our channel if you want. That's going to be senior night, so we will broadcast the first part of that a little bit earlier than 6:30 probably, so that you can see the seniors with their parents. Give you a chance to honor those families. And then action between St. Francis and Wheaton Academy, of course, a nemesis of Wheaton Academy. Friday night, we have Future Warrior Night, or Warrior Preview Night, I'm sorry. Logan finds himself in the middle of another Green Wave flop, and it actually stopped him. He's going to have a conversation with the official again here in a second. Weird stuff's happening on the field surrounding him. They're trying to take him out of the game. If I was the opposing team, I'd figure out ways to get in his head too, since he is by far the leading goal scorer at Wheaton Academy and the only goal scorer for this evening. Nice job by Lichty closing up his legs and shins. Guy trying to nutmeg him there and get an advantage there, but he didn't let that happen. Wind picking up a little bit. Not bad, but wind coming in from the southwest. Ball stays on the ground. As considered a shot, and it's considered a save as Andrew picks that up. Had a good angle on it, didn't allow that on the short side. So Andrew has 40 saves on the year so far. Ball is played back to the keeper off the head. He was able to grab it with his hands because it was played off his hand. If it was played back with the defender's feet, he would not be able to pick that ball up. Warriors get the throw in. Gio Rios. Solomon Pitts with a nice little move. And another nice little move. Goes around 2 defenders, gets the ball to Logan. Logan tries to get the ball to Fraslid. Finds a gap. Tries to go near side, actually gets deflected, so a corner kick is awarded. Nice little push there by Wheaton Academy, started by Solomon Pitts to Logan. It appears as though my editor has stopped replaying any action of the game anymore. my subtle way of communicating with my editor. Official calling out some situation here. So Fraslid will get the ball in the corner. Ramirez really close to him, which is forcing two players up for St. Ed's, if you see those two players there. Short ball is given to Ramirez, trying to get the ball to Finnegan, and Fraslid has one-touched it a number of times. That one would have been beautiful. It had it connected, but a challenging play. Take a look at this. Full volley, not even letting the ball bounce, and hopeful. So 20 minutes, halfway through the second half, 1-0. Actually, this match a lot more exciting in the second half than in the first. Felt like there were a lot of lulls here, but both sides going full length of the field, having opportunities here. Helicopter in the air. Just a little bit west of us is a no-fly zone, as DuPage Airport is nearby. Kyle Huerta and Justin Riddle looking to get checked into the game here soon. Well, if you're a Cubs fan and you're watching this tonight, I don't blame you. The worst four-game series in 97 years for the Cubs. I'll predict it on live stream for all of my thousands of viewers that I think Madden's not going to be returning next year. As Fraslid gets a shot on goal, hands go up in the air. Keeper doesn't try and catch it, just tried to deflect it. Nice job by the keeper there. This is why it's helpful for my nice move there by, I'll take that back. Average move by Finnegan as the ball sails out of bounds on a little move. He tried to go behind his foot and try and catch the defender off guard, but not able to complete it. Alex Howland coming out, giving the Warriors good 7 or 8 minutes there. Ball skips past a couple of Warrior defenders, and St. Ed's all of a sudden has something to play with. St. Ed's in full control here. Went off the head, then they lost control, and Justin Riddle chases that ball down, does just enough. Fraslid trying to get the ball back to Finnegan. The two know each other. Good give-and-go action there. Both of them in WA TV, actually, and for our student news program. That's a throw-in for our corner kick for Wheaton Academy. My mistake. Fraslid's going to take it, try and catch them off guard. Ball just sails over the top as ball hits the top of the head instead of the forehead. It's driven up instead of down. Nice catch up there by my camera operator. We'll see what Coach Cody Snoffer dials up here in terms of subs late in this game. As a pretty good look there for the Green Wave. That's Chase Brigger, who actually has had one of their only other opportunities so far. Strong shot, just sails off wide. So a little lull in Wheaton Academy's energy, and I think Cody recognizes this. Has a conversation with Nazar before he comes back into the game. Nazar earned himself a yellow card, and I don't think he's seen the field since. So try and get him back into action here in a second. Gio Rios to Finnegan. Finnegan to Ramirez, and Finnegan's just kind of working the middle of the field here. He's got fast feet. Finnegan coming from a family of soccer players. The latest, Morgan Finnegan, went to Biola. Number of students from Wheaton Academy go all the way out to California to the Bible Institute of Los Angeles, or Biola as it's more aptly named. Taylor, another favorite for colleges, as well as Wheaton College, Olivet Nazarene, some of the more recent in numbers. Oh, looks like a dangerous kick was called on Wheaton Academy, so at the 40-yard line. St. Ed's will have a quick touch back and just play this ball with a little bit of control. They don't have many opportunities to get control of it, and that was stifled by the defense. Creative little move there by Froslin, kicking off the back heel. Didn't get us much, but showcases what he's capable of for sure. He's got some good skill, as do most of the players on the team. Coach was talking about, we've got a lot of talent. It's extremely hard to pick starters. You would think, you know, some of these easier decisions if the team's really good. Green Wave gets a nice little kick back, and they do find the back of the goal. Boy, a couple of just simple threads up the middle, and then it kind of got kicked back on the back heel, found its way through. Take a look at this replay here. Ball is threaded back. Then number 3, it looked like. Tyler Brigger. So Chase Brigger, Tyler Brigger's younger brother, I would assume. There's not too many with that last name. Foul is called there on the Green Wave. Well, it's dangerous territory. This is the last time Wheaton Academy scored. This is certainly not what Wheaton Academy wanted to see late in this match. But a little lull in defense. All of a sudden, St. Ed's takes advantage of that. So, good news, bad news for Wheaton Academy. If they don't score, if no one scores, and it remains tied at the end of the game, ball is off the crossbar, and then it hit the top of the field goal post as well. Skips right up top there. Good opportunity, but if it remains tied, this game cannot end this way. Since it's a conference game, they're going to have to play overtime and double overtime. So we'll see what Wheaton Academy can dial up. Their lone goal coming off of a free kick. You could see that last goal opportunity there too, the near miss, coming off of a free kick. Although they had a lot of pressure up the middle, they haven't had unbelievable opportunities. Sam Frostlid probably the closest in those opportunities. Great save by the keeper for St. Ed's. So their defense has kept them in this game, kept it at 1-0, and then all of a sudden, the 13-minute mark, they end up scoring that tied goal. Clock is stopped. That typically means a yellow card is going to be given, but it might just be a conversation. It is more than a conversation. It's an actual yellow card. both coaches motioning the official over for this conversation. We'll see what we can hear. One St. Ed's coach pulling the other off, as you can see. So as the conversation is happening, maybe not thrilled with the other plays in the game. Challenging that, but I think they both understood that play deserved a yellow card. We'll see. Subs are coming into the game for both Wheaton Academy and St. Ed's on the next opportunity. Froslid, the long ball, but you keep the ball in the air on this keeper, you're not going to have many opportunities. He's tall. He's able to get everything in the air here. Pitts tries something, doesn't work, ends up staying with it. Finnegan to Daniel Rinchenkov there. Nazar to Rinchenkov, back again. Daniel with some speed, tries to move the ball down. All of a sudden the Warriors have a different intensity level. You wish this was there the whole time. They'd feel a little more of a sense of urgency, and this urgency has kept the ball out of St. Ed's hands. That ball was deflected. Not enough to throw the keeper, but he had to get down for it for a moment. But this intensity, again, has forced St. Ed's to be back on their heels a little bit. That or St. Ed's has really called off the dogs and is playing for this tie to end the second half. Again, because it's a conference match, the game can't end in a tie, I don't believe. So I think it's going to go 1 and 2 overtimes if needed, and then penalty kicks after that. Let's see if either team has that within them to try and finish this off. That's Nazar there to Rinchenkov. Quick little steps. Finds an opening still. The whole time looked like he wanted to be the one shooting it. So he came over from the sideline. Didn't get that clear angle. There's Finnegan with nice little touch. Gets the ball. Riddle chasing the ball down. Tries to save it. Ball goes out of bounds. Goal kick is awarded. 1-1 right now. Earlier in the second half, I'd have to take a look at the replay later on too. Finnegan had a beautiful free kick that got the ball to Solomon Pitts' head, and Pitts put it in the back of the net. There's St. Ed's one-on-one with the keeper. This is going to be unbelievable save by Hoekstra. Getting the ball, getting down on the ground. I don't know how that happened. We'll take a look at it later. Great job getting onto the ground by Hoekstra. Counter here for Wheaton Academy. Gives the ball to Froslid. Froslid with a shot on goal. Keeper just deflects it enough and actually can save it, not even awarding a corner kick at that point. Logan knew what he was doing, getting the ball to Froslid. Froslid's left foot, beautiful. Had the opportunity. Keeper was a little better in that moment. Crazy 30 seconds, though. Wide open fast break for St. Ed's, who couldn't capitalize on it. Wheaton Academy counters with a shot at the 10 from Froslid, and great save. Here's Rinchenkov. Has an opening. I don't know if he was aiming for Riddle, who was streaking across there on a slant, or if he was shooting for it, but he just missed Riddle. Riddle is coming out, getting subbed out for Alan Rodriguez. Rodriguez back into the game. He did start. So fresh legs here for Wheaton Academy on the right-hand side of the field. Ramirez loses that 50-50 ball, but Jack Lichty ends up getting it. Then a little miscommunication by the Warriors, and St. Ed's still with the ball. Weird set of situations led to the first goal for St. Ed's. That almost led to another goal there. Number 9 for St. Ed's staying with it there, Jackson Godfrey. So Warriors know they just can't have any little let up. St. Ed's has a great little moment of a counter with speed. Gio with a little cheeky throw in there. Rinchenkov got the ball back to Finnegan. It's a good place to start it. Ooh, and that's going to be a foul there on St. Ed's, just outside of the box, it looks like. Words for the official. It was very clear. Kicked him in the back of the feet. You saw the replay there. So Finnegan's going to line this thing up. Obviously going to ask for 10 yards here, which they're not even close to right now, which they know. Official now has stopped the play until he sets the 10 yards. It's pretty easy on a football field to walk 10 yards. So Finnegan can find this angle. I'd be shocked if he goes for anything other than a shot here. Finnegan with the shot and gets his knee under the ball, which sails that thing over the top. Hands on the head. He knows that that was the best opportunity he could get. .445 left to play, 1-1. Play is going to be stopped. It looked like number 4 for St. Ed's, Matt Capitan, and then number 14, Chase Brigger, kind of found themselves in the middle of a free ball. Definitely clipped by his own player. So time is awarded as he gets looked at and cared for by the trainer. Coach is out there kneeling next to him, as you see. Of course, they're going to take a look at head and see if he's okay there. Great opportunity for both teams to get water. Take a moment, talk to each bench. Official goes running over to the other official, talks through things for a second. I'm pretty sure that was friendly fire. I'd have to go back and look at it later. But Matt comes walking off the field. Looks like he may even be talking about his shoulder, neck. Maybe got a little stinger there. .21, Cameron Kruk yelling at his teammates to pick it up with 4:22 left, as if they needed any motivation to beat a 3-0 team in the conference. And a team that has had a bit of success. Wheaton Academy has definitely had St. Ed's number in the past. So this a great opportunity for them to take down a powerhouse in soccer. Wheaton Academy needing to really focus. This was a 1-0 game for 60 minutes. And St. Ed's got a goal with 12 minutes left in this game, which now has led to the 1-1 tie that you see. Nice ball by Froslid, finding Nazar. Nazar looking to feed it back to Froslid. Froslid, probably better left than a right foot. Tried to pull it back, see if he could work that angle a little bit better. Gio Rios. All these players looking to feed their stronger of the 2 feet. And St. Ed's playing the ball well, shadowing that moment. 2 against 3, but something weird can happen. Jack Lichty, and Jack Lichty does win the ball over. That was number 8 for St. Ed's, Josh Johansson, up front. A lot of people standing right now. I see up front, Wheaton Academy not giving a whole lot of movement. See if we can throw in a couple of slants here. Drive the ball with 3:10 left to play. A little off the feet. That off the heel thing led to the first goal for St. Ed, so it looks casual, but certainly it worked in the past. Here's Rodriguez. See if he gets a shot. No, Froslid. Froslid looks to, I don't know if he was trying to chip it over the keeper, but it came across as just a simple little touch right into the hands. Not even, I don't know if they'd even call it a shot. I don't know if it was misplayed or not. Pitt's chasing the ball down, but his momentum carried that ball all the way through, so it's a corner kick for St. Ed's. A lot of energy. They're clapping it up on the sidelines here. Here's Pitts chasing that ball down, and then it just goes out wide. So it's 2:15 left to play in regulation. Beautiful fall evening. Oh, my goodness. Wheaton Academy letting it happen right now. St. Ed's just being more aggressive, and when they've been more aggressive to the ball. Got it. A little just heading back and forth with little control. Here's Solomon Pitts. Finds himself a little bit more open. Tries to get the ball to Ramirez. Does send it down to the deep corner. Or Rodriguez, sorry. Alan Rodriguez trying to get it across. Did not settle it enough, so he wasn't able to find Froslid. 1 minute left in regulation now. For all of you Blackhawks fans, season's getting ready to start soon. At the end of each period, there's always a guy that gets on the mic and says, 1 minute left in regulation. That's Gio Rios getting the ball to Rodriguez, 40 seconds left. Ramirez to Finnegan. Finnegan trying to find a gap. He does. One more. He's going to have to give it up to someone else. Finds Froslid. Oh, Froslid with the half volley. Just misses it. And there it is. Oh, my goodness, with 20 seconds left. Oh, my goodness. Andrew Ramirez. First it was Finnegan. Finnegan couldn't get the angle. Goes all the way across the other side. Froslid off the goalkeepers. Gets the ball back in, and there's Ramirez who finds the right-hand side. Great job by Wheaton Academy finishing at the end. Well, let's put it this way. 20 seconds to the end. Anything they can do to just get the ball out of play, which it gets run out, that's the game, everyone. They're going to get the throw in with like 5 seconds left. Great job by Wheaton Academy. 20 seconds left in that goal. That's going to take their conference record to 4-0. Oh, what a devastating loss for St. Ed's. They played their heart out, battled back. As our players swarm Ramirez there, what a deciding goal there. Take an undefeated season into St. Francis there on Thursday night for senior night. All their team settles back down because they're going to be respectful, led by senior Logan Finnegan there, not in that mosh pit, going through the handshake line first. So you could hear the energy in their team. Their St. Ed's coach high-fiving the goalkeeper who had one heck of a game, made incredible saves. So, and you can see him kind of chasing people down here at the end. A nice job by him. So a complete match by Wheaton Academy, a great match by St. Edward's. Wheaton Academy run over and cheer on its fans. See if we can give you that goal replay one more time and how that thing finished before we go out. Froslid had that initial shot, just got the ball back into play, somehow found Ramirez, who found the ball at his feet and was able to capitalize. So not only Finnegan able to get the ball over to Froslid, but Froslid not giving up on the play. His shot missed and doing anything he can to get the ball back into the middle. Did a great job with that. So I want to thank my crew, Katrina Grassman, Wes Kersey and Daniel Olson on camera, Rachel Cobb on the video board and replays, and then the editor tonight, Peter Sorensen. Thank you for joining us tonight. Warriors go to 4-0 in the conference. Try and rejoin us on Thursday night as the senior night, and the Warriors take on St. Francis Spartans. I'm Matt Hockett. If you want to leave comments here on YouTube or email me at mhockett, Hockett, at wheatonacademy.org, I'd love to hear those comments. From Performance Trust Field, thank you for joining us. Have a good night.